Okay, listen, if you want to understand pleasures behind closed doors, you have got to explore the pleasures of everyday life. Sensuality doesn't start in the bedroom. It starts in your headphones, your chocolate stash, or your blanket situation. Today, we're going all in on holiday guide based on the 5 senses, plus a few experiences that'll blow your nervous system a kiss. Welcome back to Vaginally Speaking. I'm Allison, pelvic floor occupational therapist, sexual wellness coach, smut reading enthusiast, and the queen of pleasure is a lifestyle, babe. Let's shop, let's giggle, let's get you turned on by literally life. All right, starting up, we're going with hearing for the girlies who love a good vibe. The soundtrack of your turned on starts here. Headphones. Hello. We all need a good pair of headphones because your kids don't need to know that you're listening to a smutty book where he says he grabbed her by the, you know what I mean, or the dripping wet, right? So we need a good pair of headphones. And then on top of that, we need Audible credits, right? So, your family doesn't need to know what you're using those Audible credits for, but you do. You're going to load up on all that smut, filthy fantasy, emotional damage, healing, all of it, right? And then after you listen to all of that in your beautiful headphones from that Audible, you're going to need a sound machine so that you can pass out that night and sleep like a baby, literally. Although I'm not quite sure I know that saying because babies don't really always sleep. So let's say sleep like a drunk. No, we'll just pass on that. I'm not going to come up with one. But we know that sleep is good for our hormones and healing. And when we have good hormones and healing, guess what happens to our libido? It goes up. And then when our libido goes up, guess how our life is? It is glorious. All right. Then next up, we're going to want concert tickets because nothing unlocks your pelvis like the live music vibrating through your sternum all the way down, right? And if you're from the Quad Cities, hello, the Mississippi Valley Fair tickets just went live. Get them. They're 100% worth it. The lineup is a chef's kiss, okay? So if it tickles your eardrums, it probably tickles your imagination. Wink, wink. So review, hearing, headphones, Audible credits, sound machine, concert tickets. Boom. There we go for that sense. Next sense, we're talking about taste because pleasure starts on our tongue. Ooh. Let's make our mouths happy. And when I say that, I mean some really good chocolate. Melt in your mouth equals melt in your body. Like, you know what kind of chocolate I'm talking about. Not the just like trick or treat chocolate, because listen, that can do its job, but it doesn't bring in that full magic that goes to our body, that orgasm in the mouth kind of taste. No, we need that kind that you put in and you just moan out loud and don't even realize it. And let me tell you, I'm a food moaner and my husband has had to get side story. Okay. Really fast side story before I continue. We were at a restaurant one time and I ordered an appetizer. And when I was eating it, I was literally moaning. And the table behind us was like, I want whatever she's having to the server. And I turned around really fast and told them what appetizer. And they got it. And then they also moaned, but they might have done it to mock me. But I don't care because it was that good. Okay. Next up, baking class. It's delicious in your mouth, foreplay, and it makes some fun activity that maybe gets you in the mood for later, right? And of course, it comes with a happy ending of food too. All right, here's one that I have really enjoyed that my husband and I actually have been doing, a cacao ritual drink. It's warm, it's grounding, it's sensual. It reminds us to put good intentions and slow down, all in our mug. And we do it together as a couple before bed. And also, I will tell you, you will sleep like a baby. When we don't drink it, we recognize. When we drink it, I mean, I am like sprawled out, snoring, sleeping like nobody can wake me up, not a single sound. And with that, you probably need a really, really good frother that transforms your drinks from just plain old boring liquid to like that cloud foaming heaven. Yeah. And then I put this in here, sour candy. If you've listened to my episodes before, I say that because sometimes our tongue wants a little surprise or a little slap from something that's a burst of flavor, and it can bring us present. So, if you just have some really yummy sour candy in the side drawer of your table, so that, maybe when you're in the activity and you're having a hard time staying in the moment, you just pop one of those in your mouth, and guess what? You'll be very present in that moment, right? So if you want more pleasure in your life, you got to flavor it in that mouth, right? Okay, so here is the recap of taste. Really, really, really good chocolate. Baking class, cacao drink, frother, sour candy. Boom. That's our taste. Next up, touch. This one has a lot, all right? The gateway drug to intimacy. If your body doesn't feel good, nothing else will, right? So we're going to go with the Anthropology blanket, this really heavy fur one. Again, reminder, guys, these will all be in the show notes with links. It's our oversized, chic, fur, heavy blanket, and I will tell you what it is. Oh, amazing. But my children keep stealing mine, so they might be getting those for Christmas. But then if you're like, you know what, Anthropology ain't quite in my budget, Costco's got a blanket that is less than $30, and I swear you will threaten anybody that tries to steal it because it is heaven on earth. All right. Next up, Bombas slippers. I am telling you, footgasms. I am somebody who typically wants to put on these cute slippers like everybody else, and then my feet are sweating. No. These Bombas, you put them on, and I swear they are temperature control. They're cute. You don't sweat. Your feet are warm, but not so warm, and they don't stay cold. Yes, we need those in our life. Number one on my Christmas list, vibration plate. Okay. I'm all for this lately. I got this vibration plate for the nervous system recheck and lymphatic regulation. It helps our nervous system reset by just giving us that input in a different way. And it helps that fluid move around, may help your low back. Plus, maybe it will just kind of get you in the mood because it's just different input. So highly recommend that. All right. Guys, that this had to be on here. Spit is not lube, so we need the good lube because friction is not festive, right? So my shout out to the lube. Good, clean love. Absolutely where it is at. You will find the link in these show notes. Good, clean love. Plus, they did give me a code for you guys, 20% off. So that'll be in there. So don't sit on it, okay? And then I'm going to have some links to some personal toys. Not needed with a partner, okay? Because science says pleasure improves pelvic floor function. An orgasm a day keeps the doctor away, is what I'm saying. We make better choices, and you don't have to have a partner with them. And listen, guys, I'll have ones that aren't scary. So if this is your first time getting one, don't worry. It'll look pretty and less intimidating. And then for those of you non-rookies, I'll put some in there that I'm like, hey, you won't be scared of this. You try this one. And then, of course, we need a couples one because teamwork makes the dream work. And when we let our partner come in on the fun, they realize just how good these tools are. We want them to come in. All right, literally. Ha! So if touch feels good at noon in your living room, it's going to feel even better at midnight in your bedroom. So the recap on touch, here we go. Anthropology blanket, boom. Costco blanket, boom. Bombas socks, yes. Vibration plate, absolutely. Lube, duh, we all need that. Personal toys and couple toys. Let's do it. Next up, vision. What your eyes drink in, your body responds to. Bum, bum, bum. We're stimulating the biggest organ of all, your brain. Yes, that's right. Our brain has a lot to do with pleasure. Obviously, it takes it all in. So the top of my list for vision, smut books. Absolutely. And I'm just going to name off some right now. Forget Your Morals, Pucking Around, Deep End. We're going to start with those three. I will have more in our holiday notes for what to get because these range from some juicy to, oh, good Lord, what are they talking about? And then, of course, we need a journal so you can self-reflect on your life or you can self-reflect on the books you just read. But what we know is self-reflection equals self-connection, which equals better pleasures in life, which equals better sex. So just saying. We also need to protect those eyes so we can read all that smutty book. So Goodr sunglasses, yeah, they're cute. They're not a fortune, and you can wear them without feeling like they're going to fall off, and you can get them in stores and you don't have to worry about buying them online. Yes, don't forget those. Now, one of my favorites that I put on here, disposable cameras. Now, if you are too young to know what a disposable camera is, you absolutely have to ask for these. But disposable cameras, we all know, where you don't get to see what the picture looked like until you got them printed. Amazing. How fun to go on a date and just take these pictures, or maybe have some fun when you're doing that cooking class or eating that chocolate, whatever you're doing. Why not have fun and take pictures, and then you get to go through them together? Then this kind of goes with that, but Adventure Challenge has a couples edition that is like a sexy scavenger hunt for grownups. Yes. And one of them asks for you to have a disposable camera. So 100% recommend that. So if it inspires you, excites you, or turns you on just a little, it counts, right? All right. So here's our recap for our vision. Smut books. Absolutely. Journal. Yes. Goodr sunglasses. Got to protect. Disposable cameras. Got to know the secrets. Adventure Challenge. Yes. Smell. Here we go. This is one of the most underrated arousal senses, but it is one of the queens of senses, because when the scent hits us, our system is like a freight train and just like wants to go, right? So we need those candles, like you light one and you pretend you're in this luxurious movie, and that smell just like brings you back to the nostalgia. Yes. But if you're not about candles, that's all right. Let's talk about diffusers, like eucalyptus for tension, citrus for energy, lavender for foreplay. Absolutely. Scents are a strong thing for us to awaken our body. Or what if we cook a meal naked? Yeah, I said it. Naked. Literally, kids are gone if you have them, and you and your spouse are cooking a meal naked. Or maybe if you wanted a little tease, you're naked, but have a little apron on, right? Let's see how that meal turns out. But I'm not talking like Sex in the City sushi all over your body, because that just like kind of sounds gross to me. But if that's your cup of tea, go for it. So if it smells good, your brain believes everything is safe and safety is sexy. Guess what? We're just right where we need to be. So recap for our smell: candles, diffuser, cooking a meal together, naked. That's what we need. And if this all sounds great, but you're like, okay, but I need like a bougie thing, or something that's not on here. Let's not say all of these are bougie. Then let's like try not to moan at these experiences I'm about to tell you about. Okay. Vaginally Speaking has a Turned On Society membership by moi. It's a year-long membership community for people to be able to understand more about their body and pleasure and connection with their spouse. We do live workshops. We have prompts throughout the month. You have lots of my favorite things. You have my ebook, my favorite sex positions, my favorite toys, all that in one place. And you get to ask any question that comes to your mind. Okay. That's number one. Next up, an Italy retreat for just females so that we understand the pleasures of life even further. I'm talking pasta, wine, pelvic floor magic. You will return feral in a good way. Okay. And then I can't only have a female one. I have to have a couples one, right? So we're doing a Bali retreat that has this energy of reconnection with the spouse, and in this place that like you can't help but want to jump their bones, obviously. And then if this all still sounds great, but you're like, there's one more thing, private intensives. I come to you. Yes, me. Come to your space for a full transformation, no distractions. I am looking at you, and we are diving deep into what you need. Because sometimes the best gifts are not just a thing. It's a life altering experience, right? Who's with me? So there you have it, guys. The pleasures that wake up your senses and sneakily rewire your body for better intimacy. Pleasure isn't a luxury. It's a lifestyle. And the more you practice it in everyday moments, the more it shows up where it really counts. So tag me if you grab any of this. Reminder, it's all in my show note links. Send this to your partner, obviously. Maybe send a shortened version to your family of things that you want when you just don't know. And send it to a girlfriend so that they know what to do, right? Use it as a not so subtle hint for Santa. Rawr. I love you. Your pelvic floor loves you. And your senses, they're ready for this list and they're ready for those experiences. As always, thanks for joining me, guys, on Vaginally Speaking.